I had just got out of college and took a job as an actuary at an insurance company. It's a job that requires little interaction with other people. I originally picked it because I used to think I liked to be alone. But, damn it, not anymore. The job far away from my family, and I didn't have any friends in the area. I didn't think it would be a problem. But after 6 months, it became unbearable. Another thing that bothered me was my lack of a romantic life. I had always put off looking for a girlfriend. I'll do it later, I thought, even though I was 23 and still never had a girlfriend. I was beginning to crave some romantic attention, so I decided to download Tinder. I had heard about it a lot on YouTube and Instagram. A simple premise for a dating app. Swipe right on the ones you like, swipe left on the ones you don't. If one of the people you swiped right on did the same for you, you could chat. It seemed harmless enough, and maybe I could find a girlfriend. I downloaded it, put my best pictures, and wrote a bio. I won't lie, I spent a lot of time on that app in the coming weeks. I was swiping whenever I could. Some accounts had Instagram or Snapchat handles. I attempted to message the girls I saw on their accounts, but I never got an answer. I must have messaged 30 different girls' accounts, but nothing. I never got any matches or likes either. I looked up tips on how to get more matches online. I applied them all, but I still got no results. To put it lightly, my confidence was destroyed. Was I ugly? So ugly that no girl swiped right. Maybe I was too picky. No, those didn't sound right. I don't think I'm ugly. Especially not in my meticulously chosen pictures. And I certainly wasn't too picky. I always give girls the benefit of the doubt, even if I didn't like their smile or they seemed to be not my type. I didn't swipe right on every profile, no. But I swiped right on most. Something that bothered me even more than the fact that I got no matches was the fact that I got no likes. Apparently, you can see the number of people who swiped right on you, but to see their profiles, you needed the premium membership. But it was irrelevant due to the fact that there were no profiles that swiped right on me. I got desperate. I'm not ashamed to admit that I began going on an in-app purchase spending spree. I spent at least $100 to get all the features and more. Even with this though, nothing came of it. But as I was beginning to lose hope, something happened. It was 3 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I was swiping through Tinder, and then I saw the most beautiful girl I ever saw on the app. Her name was Alexandria. She had fiery red hair, long and straight, an amazing body with seductive curves and milky white skin that looked flawless. There was something odd about her though. Her eyes. I'll never forget them. They were dark purple. It looked so natural, but I just figured they were colored contacts. Her bio said, "Swipe right to be comforted." I swiped right, and my heart began to beat rapidly once I saw, for the first time ever, that I got a match. And with the beautiful girl I just swiped on, I fumbled to send a message. "Hey, I'm Sam. I'm really happy to meet you. You're my first match." The reply was immediate. "Hello, Sam. I'm Alexandria. I'm happy to meet you too. I couldn't believe this was happening. You're really beautiful." "Thanks, Sam. I think you're very handsome." "Do you like my eyes?" "Ah, yeah." "Do you wear those contacts all the time?" "That is my natural eye color. I didn't believe her, but she was serious. She told me it was exceedingly rare, but that some have the odd coloration. Less than 1% of children are born with purple eyes, she told me. I didn't know if to believe her or not, but I disregarded it and moved on. It turns out Alexandria was just my type. Funny, honest, smart, and adventurous. We chatted for 4 hours straight before I fell asleep. When I woke up, we decided to meet up the next day at a local park in my area. I half expected her to be a catfish, or an old man in a dress and a wig or something crazy like that. But no, she was there, and she was even more beautiful in real life. We walked around and had a great conversation. And for the first time in my life, I kissed a girl on the lips. It was the happiest day of my life. I knew I had to be with her. I needed her. We began dating. My family was so impressed by her when I took her over for the holidays. They were blown away by her beauty and her charm. It seemed like wherever Alexandria went, she put smiles on everyone's faces. My dad patted me on the back and told me that I found a keeper. I didn't value my family's input too much, but this just seemed to cement in my head how perfect Alexandria was for me. I always wanted to meet Alexandria's family too, but she always told me that I would sometime in the future. I couldn't find out anything about her family. She had no siblings, and she never talked about her parents. I wanted to know, but I didn't want to upset her, so I never pried. About 4 months after we had met, Alexandria moved in with me, and everything was perfect for a few months. But then, my lungs began to feel heavy and breathing became a lot more difficult. I would cough up blood every now and again too. I told Alexandria, and she didn't look worried or upset when I told her. I thought it was weird, but I could have sworn she had a look of something akin to disappointment. I went to the doctor. He did blood tests, MRI, EC, and X-rays, but nothing seemed wrong except one thing. My lungs were a lot weaker than they should be for someone my age with no history of lung problems. There was nothing he could do, aside from giving me a couple of shots. He told me to go to the ER if it got really bad. I was worried, but I continued on with my life. My lungs were a nuisance. I couldn't run or go on long walks like I used to like to do. But I began to get adjusted to my new condition. But eventually I began to get tired more easily, even if I wasn't doing anything. Things got worse when Alexandria began working more. Something was wrong with her. She didn't talk to me like she used to. She barely paid attention to me at all. She would work late. I normally would be asleep when she got home, but one night I couldn't sleep and I heard her come home. She went into the kitchen and it sounded like there was someone else in there with her. I turned over in my bed to try to hear better. He didn't last as long as I expected. I heard her whisper, and then a deep voice responded, "Yes. I venture to say he only has a few days left. What will I do once he dies? Patience, child. We will find another life form for you to feed off of soon enough. Is Claire working on finding the replacement?" "Yes, we have a few lined up." "Good," they kept whispering, but I didn't bother to listen. I fell asleep. I was too weak to think about it, but the next day I remembered the interaction Alexandria had the previous night. I thought maybe it was a dream, but I knew it wasn't. I knew my time was coming. I'm typing this before I die. I don't know what Alexandria is, but I wish we never met. All I can say is, if you see a girl with purple eyes on Tinder, don't swipe right.